Hey there, folks, and welcome back to Cinema Talk. Today I want to talk to you about a Yu-Gi-Oh movie. Unfortunately, though, I don't have any actual news on any movie being made currently, which is a shame, especially considering what I'm going to tell you here. Now, for a period of time, I was a pretty decent Yu-Gi-Oh fan. I collected some cards. I never really played it, but I liked the way they looked. Sorry, get that thing out of the way. Anyway. And I think that it could make a fantastic movie. It's one of those deals where it's unrealistic, but it's unrealistic in a way that could be made realistic, sort of. I mean, I think I've almost thought of two movies that you could come out of just based on the first season, the Duelist Kingdom season. All right, first movie. What you're gonna want to do is get Yugi on the island, same as the way as it was on the show. Have Pegasus kidnap his grandfather. Do a brief thing in the beginning about the Millennium items and all that kind of stuff, but generally, get to that fucking island. All right, what you're gonna want to do is three main battles you're gonna want to do, where with the side story about Kaiba invading the island, trying to get information on what's going on, where his little brother is. What you want to do is three main battles. All right, Weevil, because that little bastard was a son of a bitch, and bugs are creepy as hell. I hate bugs, and I think it would make awesome enemies. Number two, my God, what was her name? Maya. Whatever that chick that Joey liked, that chick. She was a pretty good villain, and she kind of more or less joins them and makes for kind of an interesting thing. And number three, Bandit Keith, who was a son of a bitch to Joey. And there's a reason I want Bandit Keith to be in it, because he should be in the second one, A Duel of Fates, let's call it. Let's call first one Enter the Duelist Kingdom, and the second one Duel of Fates. Well, obviously the first film's got to end with Yugi and his group getting to the castle, Pegasus Castle, seeing Kaiba sitting there, and Kaiba has talked to Pegasus, and Pegasus is like, I'll give you back your brother. All you gotta do is beat Yugi, no problem. And they walk up to each other, and they look each other in the eye, and that's the end of the first movie. Second movie, when you get everybody, all of them, finalists in, it's like I said, I got three other big matches. One between Joey and Bandit Keith for their rematch. Two, Yugi and Joey, which could make a rather emotional fight. I think so. Yeah. And of course, Pegasus versus Yugi. Now, realistically, you'd have to cut lots of stuff out, limit the number of chips, star chips, or whatever you would need to get in there. But I think it's really doable. And you know what? I want to see this movie in 3D. Could you imagine the card effects and the effects of the monsters literally popping out at you? The thing is, the monsters don't have to look that realistic because they're not really real. It could work. I mean, the problem is, anime films hadn't really done that well so far. Speed Racer kind of, it's probably the best example, but people are going to hate it. People hate the movie. But you look at the movie and it goes, the Wachowskis weren't, maybe they wanted to make a Speed Racer, but what they really, really wanted to do was make an anime movie. That's why we're going to shove all sorts of stuff in there. Tons of colors. Ninjas for some reason. Things that maybe aren't really all Speed Racer. They're just there. But I think they were experimenting with the medium. It didn't work out to the best way it could have, but, whatever. Dragon Ball Evolution, which, the less we speak about that, the better. It was bad. It was horrible. There's no redeeming qualities about it at all. At least Speed Racer can be enjoyable as a dumb little film with ridiculously cartoony visuals. It works on that level. It's a kid's film. Leave it alone. But I think Yu-Gi-Oh! Could be It's got enough fans out there. I've got a buddy of mine who does Yu-Gi-Oh! Videos over at Master Skippy 117, Aura Phoenix, whatever. He likes Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards. He has more of a trading channel, but he's into Yu-Gi-Oh! I had no idea people were still this into it. I myself got out of it at some point. I just got tired of the repetitious kind of nature of it. It's hard for me to stay in a show, especially cartoons, because whatever. But yeah, I think this movie could really, really work. 3D would be perfect. You know, the characters are recognizable enough. The product is, you know, not as popular as Pokemon, but it's out there. There's clearly an audience for it, and if you get the right people to do it, it could be a fantastic, exciting kind of a film, something rather unique. And it could boost sales for the cards. Keep that in mind. As the side products are really important. But hey, you know, a couple years ago we had the cartoon movie where the three groups got together. I never saw the movie myself. I plan on seeing it one of these days. My sister saw it, said it was pretty solid. But imagine that made in the U.S. in live action. That'd be just awesome. Well, I think I've ate up enough of your time today. Thank you for watching. I will see you later.